Hey, what up, everybody? It's been a while. As you know, since I've done videos, I'm definitely glad to be back doing videos. Did a little something last night on martial law. And today, what I want to talk about is I've been seeing kind of a trend online where it's being said that Caucasians cannot be, racism cannot happen to Caucasians. Nobody can be racist to Caucasians. Caucasians cannot be victims of racism. Now, here's the thing. I 100% disagree with this, and the reason. First of all, let me go with the definition, because I know everybody's going to get all technical and say, well, let's look at the definition. So, let's do exactly that. Let's check out the definition. The belief that all members of each race, this is definition number 1, possesses characteristics or abilities specific to that race, especially so as to distinguish it as inferior or superior to another race or races. That's definition number 1. Number 2, prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed at someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. Now, alright, let's go ahead and get into this, okay? Because, as many of you guys know from my previous videos, I'm from an urban area. You don't think that every single time I got on the basketball court, I faced racism? If I walked up on my basketball court, I was the only white dude there. You don't think there was automatically the thought process, oh, this white dude can't play? You don't think so? You don't think that for some... Now, let me give you another example. Oriental people or Asian people typically believe that they're more intelligent than Americans. Today's African Americans believe that they're better athletes than a Caucasian. So, let me give you an example. I don't know a single black dude I've ever met that doesn't think he can whoop my ass. Doesn't matter about the fact that I have 15 years jiu-jitsu training, mixed martial arts training, fought in a cage. None of that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? But typically, because I'm Caucasian, it's automatically assumed that I'm less of an athlete than you, if you're black or even I'd say, Cuban. But, just in general, yeah, we do face racism. White people do face racism. And I'm not even 100% white. I got Native American in me, and I definitely know about racism there. But the truth of it is this concept that white people cannot be victims of racism. What it's allowing is that it's allowing people to continuously be racist towards white people with no repercussions. Because you believe that no matter what I say or do to this white dude, based on his race, it's acceptable because it doesn't really affect them. Let me explain this to you. Does your racism or anyone's racism affect me? No, not at all. I can give fuck less. But does it affect my children or other white children? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it does. The same as racism towards little black children affects them. Any kind of disassociation with people because of their color or skin tone, it does affect people. You know what I'm saying? People are continuously sitting here saying that white people continuously stereotype black people, and that's racist. But you don't think black people do the same? I'm from the hood. You don't think I know that every white person is either considered a dope fiend or the police? You don't think I know that? Get the fuck out of here. Of course I know that. You don't think that we face stereotypes? Like if I'm not, for instance, I'm no longer a liberal in terms of politics, which means I'm constantly considered racist now. I've never been called racist my entire life until I no longer supported Barack Obama, until I no longer was a liberal. As soon as I had some libertarian and conservative thoughts, I'm all of a sudden a racist. Which, just a simple thought, that Liberalism, not being liberal, makes me a racist is insane. You don't. How many times have you heard it said that white people are the devils, black people are godly? I'm talking about out of black people's mouths. You don't consider that racist at all? At all, huh? My point of this is ultimately Caucasians do face racism. So does everybody else. Racism is worldwide, man. It's nationwide. It's everywhere. Every nationality gets treated like shit by some other nationality. And I know what you say. Well, black people don't have the power to do anything to white people. That's not necessarily true. And because I don't know why you think that all white people have the power to do something to you. What power do I have over you? Seriously. None. I don't have the power that people claim that white people have. So I can't affect your life. And in fact, because of my tattoos and because of a lot of the dumb choices I've made in my lifetime, I'm discriminated against as well. A lot of times by my own people. A lot of my own people believe that because I'm urban and have a hip-hop way to me, that means that I'm a sellout. The other way, that I'm a betrayer, that I turned on my own race, which I can give a fuck less what anyone thinks, but I'm just saying, this shit, no one race holds the market on racism. If you're black, you can't act like you're the most racially hated people in the world because my Native Americans would say otherwise. The Jews would probably say otherwise. Do you see what I'm saying? But so to sit here and say that all white people have the power so they can't be racist because they're always the majority, let me explain this to you. Do you think white people are the majority in every location on earth? There's places where white people are the minority. Just because white people are the majority in America doesn't mean they're the majority on earth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this constant victimization to where everyone must feel bad for one particular race, and any racism towards Caucasians is considered non-existent. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Anytime you degrade someone based on their race, you're being a fucking racist. It don't matter whether you personally have the power to affect my life. If you look down on me in any way because I'm not your race, you're a racist. See what I'm saying? Same thing, vice versa. Same thing, vice versa. Definitely comment, leave whatever comments, like a video. Let me know what y'all think. Because I know a lot of people believe that white people can't be victims of racism. Someone I used to respect very deeply, Tommy Sotomayor, not so much anymore because of the same subject. I just can't understand why people are accepting and allowing the same treatment towards Caucasians that they would never allow vice versa for themselves. It's just not cool. It's not cool to hold me personally responsible for slavery. I had nothing to do with it. And nobody that I know of on my family had anything to do with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nothing at all. But I'm supposed to have some sort of guilt. I hear that a lot. White people have guilt. That's why I'm cool with black people, because you have white guilt. No, I don't. I ain't got no guilt for shit. You better check my record. There's a Justified on there. And understand, there ain't no guilt in me, homie. At all. At the end of the day, I do what I'm supposed to do. I have no problem with anyone based on race whatsoever. I'm 100% American, period. I may not like other countries fucking with us. But if you're an American, I have nothing against you, man. At all. And you shouldn't have anything against me based on race. That's my point. Hopefully my point made it. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. If not, fuck it. But yes, white people can be victims of racism. And I'm tired of hearing otherwise. It's fucking ridiculous. King JB, man, follow me on Twitter. Or hit me up at, or subscribe, whatever the fuck it's called. At Official King JB. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Because the JB Gunner show is going to start dropping live almost every night. I'm out of here. 1.